Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, June 4th, and it is 10:47 at night. That's why I have no makeup on. Whenever I'm done for the day and I know I'm not going anywhere, I like to be comfy around the house. Comfy because I want to watch movies with my family, I want to eat with my family, I just want to hang out and just be really comfy. So this is what I wear. I wear a t-shirt and then I'll wear some pajamas, pants pajamas like this. And then of course, you gotta have these slides. And yes, I still have the size ticket here. I don't like to take it off because it's really sticky for like a good 3 days and I hate that feeling. So I just leave it on and let it wear off and then we're good to go. So those are my favorite things to wear around the house, and sometimes I even run errands. But yeah, and then when it's actually time to go to bed, I take a shower again at night because, as I said this many times before, I shower in the morning and at night. I've been that way since I was little. My mother was like that, so it's a forever thing. So then I'll take a shower and wear my favorite type of pajamas, which are t-shirt pajamas. Love, love, love them. So yeah, so this is just to be around the house until I'm done for the night. Then I do my thing, do my shower, put on my t-shirt pajamas, get my stuff together, go to bed, and be all good. But I wanted to do this video because I'm about to do his gift. I got several things. I always make a gift basket for our anniversary, for Valentine's Day. I did one for him for Easter and stuff like that. And I have a basket that I've used a good year now. I love this basket. If I find more, I'm gonna get more, probably in different sizes. But yeah, so tomorrow, before I tell you all about his gift and how I'm gonna set up the gift basket, tomorrow is our original wedding anniversary. What I mean by original is we got married originally on June 5th, 1993, and we got married by a judge, but it was a wedding. I had the maid of honor, the bridesmaids, the flower girls, the whole wedding attire, the crown on my head, the wedding dress, you name it. I walked up to our wedding song. We walked from the outside to the inside of the hall up to the judge on a wedding song. We had dinner, party, guests, all the good stuff. So we went with the whole wedding thing. It just we were married by a judge instead of the church. And one of the reasons why we didn't get married in the church, which we're both Catholic, born and raised, we love our faith, is because we both have been married before, but my husband had been married in the Catholic church. I wasn't. I was married in another religion, another faith that I was trying out for years, trying to see something different and see what I could learn. And I had seen a lot of my friends join the church and you know how good their life was and how they had changed and everything. So it was just a time in my life where I tried a different faith and still having my Catholic roots and my love for my Catholic faith, but just kind of going through years of a different faith. And I finally decided that my faith that I loved and was so dedicated to was my Catholic faith. I learned a lot in that faith and that religion. It was like a non-denominational church. I learned a lot, and there are good memories of good people that were in my life at one time. So I don't totally regret it, but I'm glad that I went back to my original faith. So, you know, it was good to try it because I have like the best of both worlds. Like I said, I learned a lot and I take that with me. But a lot of things I want to forget about it as well that were not so good. So I just took the things that were good and positive and took that with me. And so, yeah, it's a long conversation. It's a lot of stuff to get into, a lot of detail that I don't want to. That faith and all of that life is behind me in my past. I don't ever want to revisit it again. I am happy with my life now, my family, and back to my Catholic faith. So, so that's why we weren't able to get married, because you have to have an annulment in the Catholic Church before you can marry again. So we just got married that way, enjoyed a beautiful wedding. Like I said, with the wedding attire, the bridesmaids, maid of honor, all that good stuff. And just went forward with our life from there. And then after quite a few years, I would say maybe like, what would I say? Maybe 6 to 10 plus years, we decided that was our dream, that meant a lot to have that sacrament part of our faith in our life, that's what we really wanted to do. So we started the process. But it took years because the priest that we had to keep leaving. You know, priests, they can be in a church and then a year or 2 or 3 years later, they're called to go somewhere else, to a whole nother church, a whole nother state. They're not forever in one place. And so we did that. We started one priest. We gathered so much documents. You have to gather documents. My previous marriage had to be annulled, even though it wasn't in the Catholic faith, but it had to be annulled. He was married twice before. The second one was not in the Catholic faith either, but that one had to be annulled. But the main big one that we had to focus on was his first wedding when he was in Mexico, when he was 16 years old, which is a long story. So, yeah, so we started that process, and then when we had taken so much time and effort and dedication to get all these documents together, that priest would leave, and we had to start over with another priest, and then we had to take all those documents that we had on file, plus get updated documents, and we went through 4 priests. And so after 2 or 3 years, or I would say 3 years, more or less, putting it together, it was exhausting. It was exhausting going through different priests, trying to retrieve all those past documents that we had already worked so hard to get together, and to get updated documents is not easy, especially because my husband's marriage was in Mexico. So we had to deal with a whole nother country, a whole nother diocese. I don't even know how to say that word right. Diocese, and a whole nother rules and regulations because it was another country and stuff like that. So yeah, so we kind of got exhausted. It was like a long, long process. Like I said, a lot of time and effort gathering these documents, getting letters, getting witness testimonies, getting proof, birth certificates, marriage, you just name it. It was a lot. So we took a pause. We said, we're going to take a pause. It probably is not meant to be right now. Let's focus on our life as it is now. The thing is, we're married. So that's what's important, that we're already married. So we got that behind us, and let's just focus on our life and what holds until we can see the moment that is right to get back to it. So years went by again, and we finally said enough. We had been together at this point 29 years, because we just got married in the church 3 years ago in 2019. And we thought, okay, we've been together so almost 30 years. We're still so in love, probably even more in love than ever. We have 3 children together. We have a stable life, and we ain't going nowhere. We are super, super happy. Of course, every couple goes through a different journey in their life where there's difficult times, sad times, but we had more good times than those sad and difficult times. And so, yeah. So we knew we were forever. We were a forever thing. And so we wanted to complete that sacrament on our face, to have all our sacraments done and to be complete. Also to be able to receive communion. If you're not Catholic, you're probably not following exactly what I'm talking about. To receive communion, you have to have all your sacraments. That was the one we were missing. So we wanted to do it because, like I said, we loved each other dearly, even after almost 30 years. We were going to be forever. We had 3 children together, and we wanted to show them that their parents were going to take that big step to be completed and stuff like that. So it was huge for us. So we started the process again. We tried to retrieve everything. It was in the same church here in the town where we live in, so that was good because everything was on file, and I'm so organized in detail, so I keep everything on file. So I gathered everything possible that we could get. We got new updated documents. My sister-in-law in Mexico helped us to retrieve any documents that we needed from Mexico, any updated documents, anything that we need. She was right there running to go get it for us. So she helped us a lot. And then thank God, before my father-in-law passed away, he left a letter explaining why he made my husband get married at that young age, what had happened. And he said, in Mexico at that time, if you went past your curfew, it was, they would make you get married because they would say that the woman's dignity is going to be questioned and her reputation and stuff. So to do the right thing, they would make you get married. And my father-in-law felt like he didn't want his daughters to pay the price for what my husband had did, that somebody would do that to them. So he regretted it later with so much regret, because that was the most suffering marriage, the most hurtful marriage. Of course, adultery was involved, and just so much. And they didn't have the maturity to make that decision and uphold that responsibility. And it wasn't something that my husband really wanted to do. He wasn't ready for that, but he respected his father. And so my father-in-law, before he passed away, he left a letter explaining the whole situation from beginning to end. And that letter, weight was gold. Plus my sister-in-law writing a letter. We could have just did it just based on our documents, even if my father-in-law had not written that letter, because our documents backed up everything that was done, just the pure fact that he was underage, he could have got the annulment with that. But the more you have, and then that letter was so profound with so much love and respect and so much heart, and the biggest witness of why it all happened was there. So we had, like, my father-in-law left us like a love letter to help us complete this day. So with that letter, and then my sister-in-law explained, you know, her being another witness, because you need like at least 2 witnesses. She explained what she knew. Well, everything. So we gathered everything. It took a year to process it, because you have to connect with the ex, and she has a chance to fight it and sign. She didn't want to sign it. She was like, I ain't signing. Like, she didn't want to do a favor for my husband. My husband didn't need her signature or to any favors from her. It was for her benefit if she wanted to like contest it, even though she wouldn't have won. But you know, you legally you have to do that, and especially in the church. So she didn't. So God was on our side. Our love was on our side. So after a year, the annulment was completed and done. We got that letter in the mail, and it was just like, oh my God, we cried and we hugged each other. And then we started the process of getting our plans ready, and our whole new wedding group, our matron and maid of honor, which was my 2 daughters, and then you know my son was my husband's best friend, and so my nephew walked me up, and it was just, we had the whole wedding party that was such special people to us. We had the whole wedding, you know, dress. I had a beautiful silver wedding dress made by my dear favorite sister-in-law in Mexico, who I love so much. She made it and sent it to me as a gift. And it was just, we went full-fledged for our Catholic wedding. Our dream came true. I'll try to show you some pictures up here if I remember to do so. But you can go back and look at our church wedding video. And I think our original wedding video is on there too. So anyway, that's what I mean. I didn't mean to go into all that spill, but I feel like I have to explain kind of as much as possible and as fast as possible what I mean. So you can find the story of all of this on separate videos. I'll probably try to update it if I didn't do a full one on it, or if I need to update anything. And I'll put in the description bar if I can find the videos on the exact date that I did the video. I don't know how to do linkage, so I just have to give you titles and you have to go back. But anyway. So our church wedding is August 17th, 2019. So that's our church wedding, which means everything to us, which is another special, special, special date for us, because it completed our faith. It was so meaningful. It was our dream come true. It meant everything. So that's just as special as this one, but we honor both. We honor the original one where we got married and made that commitment to each other, and we honor our dream wedding in our church, in our faith. So they're both equally special, and we celebrate both, we honor both. So I just put 13 minutes of spill into that. So hopefully the rest is not going to take me long. But my husband just went to sleep like an hour ago. We were watching such a good movie, and we love to watch movies together, but I couldn't wait for him to go to bed because I wanted to do this, because what I want to do is when he wakes up in the morning, he usually gets up and he goes early to go wash the clothes. We don't have a washer and dryer in our house, so we have to go to laundromat right now because of my sciatic nerve. I can't help it, and he likes to do it. You know, he likes to get out, have his cup of coffee. He likes to do it. He doesn't ever want to bother me. He loves for me to sleep in and get rest, even when I'm not going through any health issue, but especially now it works. He leaves me my cappuccino and I rest and get up when my eyes open and just do my thing. And so that's what he's gonna do. So when he gets up and he walks towards the dining room, I want it to be on the dining room table where he'll be surprised. He knows I'm very detailed. I'm very romantic. I don't forget a date ever. We celebrate every special occasion, every holiday possible, and this is one of those special occasions. So he's not good at dates. And even though we've been together 32 years, married originally for 29, and dream wedding for 3, he's not good at birthdays. He loves my birthday, and he always gives me his gifts, and he loves to celebrate these special moments, but he's so bad at dates. And even though he could put it in his smartphone, he doesn't think to do that. He knows my birthday has a 7 in it. He doesn't know the 7th, 17th, or 27th. So I have to do little reminders, but sometimes I just want him to do it. And if he doesn't remember, well, that's on him. So I want him to really feel like he's not reminded, you know, that he really puts effort into remembering. So, and I don't think he knows how to put things in the calendar and smartphone, which is something I'm going to teach him. I think Facebook is going to tell him, though. It has our wedding date on there. So I think it's going to tell him, but it's going to remind him. Sometimes you'll get lucky and get the day before because the 5th would have fallen on a different date last year or the year before. So I don't know if he got a reminder, or I don't know if it's fallen on the same date as last year, which is not, doesn't make any sense. He's going to get reminded tomorrow. And he has also got a new phone. So I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know, because he hasn't mentioned anything. But you know, he always comes through. So even if he's reminded at the last minute, he's going to love me and he's going to come through and we're going to celebrate tomorrow. Just something just intimate with our kids here at the house. You know, I'll probably do a cake, and then, you know, kids will just surround us and we'll probably watch movies and just have a toast or whatever. So I'm getting a gift basket ready for him. And this is the gift basket. Now, let me tell you about this gift basket. I got this at Ross. I don't even know how much it was. It has a Paris theme going on in a canvas material. I like the heavy duty of the wickerness of the basket. I'm going to try to find this basket in different sizes and have it on hand whenever I have to do a gift basket for him or my kids, where I can keep the gift basket back and use it for another occasion. I've used this, I think, for the last year. So last year on our anniversary, I used this one for the original anniversary and the wedding anniversary. I also used it this year for Valentine's Day, and I used it for Easter this year. So he's already used this. I've already used this same gift basket for 4 occasions already. So last year on both of our anniversaries, and this year on Valentine's Day and Easter, and now on our anniversary for this year. But I want to get a bigger one so I could put more stuff in it, or a different one, and you know, use this one when I'm going to put more smaller stuff, and the other one if I want to put big stuff. Like, I'm going to give him his 12-pack of favorite beer. Of course, it doesn't fit in here, so it's going to have to sit separate. But if I had that bigger one, I could probably fit his whole pack of beer and the other stuff that I'm going to be putting in it. So this is the basket. He's going to get it again, and it's just so strong. It's in perfect condition, so I love it. That's how it goes. So what I'm putting in his basket is, I'm giving him, I hope it's in here. Oh my God, did my daughter not put it in here? Let me find out where she put the main gift. So, okay, so what I plan to do in this gift basket, of course, I can't put his 12-pack of beer in here, and I'll put a photo somewhere of what the 12-pack of his favorite beer is. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking some of the beer out of the package and kind of putting it around, maybe 4 beers, 1 in each corner, because I have other things that I'm gonna put in here. And somewhere I'm gonna stick his main gift, which is this gift card. I was looking for something gold. I don't know why, because we're not at our gold anniversary yet. But I wanted something with the anniversary. They had nothing, not happy anniversary, our anniversary, nothing, nothing. So as she was showing me the cards with her on video, she ran across this one. I said, that's perfect, because even though we're in between silver's on your 25th anniversary, and we passed that, and kind of that's why my wedding dress was silver, because we were kind of honoring that, even though we had already passed it. So I thought, okay, silver's perfect. I like it that it has that silver look and it has black in it, and the bowl is so beautiful. So I had her put some money on here for him to spend and enjoy on himself. So that's going to be the main gift. And then, of course, like I said, I'm going to probably put 4 beers, 1 in each corner, and leave the rest of the package probably with a bow on top of it, right on the side of this gift basket. And then I got him some snacks. So one of the snacks that I got him, and I got him 2 of these. Now, if you're not Mexican or Hispanic, you might not know what these are. These are called Micheladas. This brand, or specific name is Donchelada, but you see the word Michelada here. It's the original one, and what you do is it's an original dry mix inside, and you fill with ice cold beer. They tell you can fill it up with 24 ounce, but they recommend that you start off with a 12-ounce beer, and then as you're drinking it, you can add your second beer, which would make the 24 ounce. So what's in this? Let me just tell you what it is. It's so it tells you how to prepare the enchilada. Take off the lid and empty the enclosed spices into your cup. Fill with 24 ounces of your favorite beer. Pour slowly so the suds can settle. Once your michelada is filled, stir and enjoy. A rich formula allows for an additional 12-ounce beer to be added when you're halfway in your donchelada. Don't stop there. Depending on your taste, you can add one more last beer. And so the mix that it has is sea salt, cane sugar, paprika, citric acid, chili powder, lime powder, lemon powder, silicone dioxide, corn syrup, all this other ingredients. But it's like a spice powdered mix inside that has the chili and the lime and all that other stuff that I just mentioned. And then you add your beer and you wait for those good old suds to settle, and then you can add more like it says. So, and then they give you this cup, of course, and it kind of looks like that. The powdered mix is like that. And usually when they do a michelada, they'll add like the salt and the lemon around the glass if you do it in a glass. So the mix is already inside. It provides you with the cup, of course, and you can have your enchiladas. So I thought 2 of these would be really nice for him. I had my daughter get these for me at Walmart. They're $1.48 each. And I believe that's what she paid because that's what it said on the Walmart app. So I'll look at the receipt, but it says it's supposed to be $1.48 each. So that is not bad. He really loves these. He just had one on Memorial Day. And so that's how I knew about it. I'm like, usually they make it at home. And that's how I knew they had the cup with the spice mix ready to go. And you just add your beer. I'm like, oh, he likes that? Okay, I'm going to put that. So I'm going to try to put the 4 beers, 1 in each corner, and then probably this in the middle of it, kind of leaning, something like that. And then I was trying to find some peanut snacks because he loves to drink beer with peanuts. But I was trying to find like a spicy peanuts. I should have just got the regular peanuts because he loves those as well. But then I thought, let's get a spicy one. So my daughter couldn't find spicy ones. I don't know why I didn't tell her just to bring the original one as well. So I thought, okay, let's get him some chips that are spicy. So one of the chips I got him is his Nacho Doritos, the flaming hot ones. So hopefully he can enjoy those with his beer. I don't know if he likes these, but if he doesn't, one of the kids could take it. Or I know he likes Funyuns, but I don't know if they're his favorite. He might not. But if he doesn't want it, I won't be hurt. That will be fine. I just took a big guess on this because I don't remember him ever eating these before, but he knows about them. So that's where my memory is blurry there. So if he doesn't want it, I won't be hurt. The kids will love to eat it. And stuff like that. So no biggie. So I'm gonna put both of these snacks in the gift basket, one leaning again to each side. I'll show you how I'll get the basket together. So that's gonna be in the gift basket. And then in the gift baskets, we love artificial flowers around here. When I go to my mom's grave, I put artificial flowers because it lasts till I can get back. And they're beautiful. They last forever and stuff like that. I'll mix in some real flowers there every now and then, but we love artificial flowers, especially for the altar that we have behind here. And so as I'm buying these flowers, I keep them in a stash so I can rotate them with different occasions and different holidays. Not throw them away because they can last at least a good year or more if you take really good care of them. If I have to buy new ones, no biggie, because I can find a lot of these at Dollar Tree. So this is one of our Valentine's Day flower in the gift basket that I did. Did I put one of these in the gift basket? Oh, these were in, actually, these were in the altar. We have 2 vases for the altar for our loved ones. And so for Valentine's Day, we decorated both vases with these flowers because it has the heart and then it has flowers and your baby breaths. So I just took one stem of it. This is one whole stem right here. And I wanted to make sure it has some flowers, some baby breath, and at least one heart. So I'm gonna lay that in the gift basket somewhere. So I'm gonna do a time lapse on me putting the gift basket together. So that's pretty much it. I was also trying to find him the Salvage, I think is that how you say it, the Johnny Depp's cologne. He was wanting to try it, and my husband has his favorites that he's had for a long time, and he doesn't like to steer away because he's very picky, but he said he really wanted to try that cologne, and if he didn't like it, well, that was fine. He just wanted to try it. I wanted to try it too. Even if it's a men's cologne, I wanted to try it too. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the time lapse of me putting this gift basket together. I was trying to find cellophane paper to wrap it in a really good gift basket and have a bow on the top, but my daughter couldn't find any, not at Dollar Tree and not at Walmart. So I thought, okay, I'll just leave it like that. I've done the gift basket without cellophane, so no biggie. We'll do that as well. So let's go ahead and get this gift basket done. So this is how the gift basket turned out. I am so completely pleased and very happy. Usually when you do gift baskets, you have to do a couple of switcheroos, till you get everything in its perfect spot. I only had to switcheroo once, and it was only with the chips because I wanted the bags to look neat and I wanted it to fit just perfectly, but everything else fell into place. So you can see here, I chose a total of 4 beers. Here's one. There's one between the flowers over there. Then I have one on this side and another one over here. And then I put the Micheladas one on each side in between the beers, and then I put the chips right here. That's the one that I said I was the last thing I did, and I did have to switch once, like I said, just to make it neat and fit perfectly. Then I put the gift card here, and it stood fine on its own, but I didn't want, for some reason, if I move the basket or whatever, for it to fall down. So I secured it with a piece of tape from the card to the funyuns. And so that's perfect. So, and then I put the flowers here with the baby breast and the heart. It's leaning a little bit, but it's on one corner. And I thought that was perfect because it displayed on its own. When I do gift baskets, I like each thing to show. I don't want nothing hiding. I want everything to display, every single item in where you can see every single item. I should say, it's getting late, so it's hard to talk. So it came out perfect, and it didn't even need the cellophane. So I'm really happy with it, and I know he's going to appreciate it, and he's going to be so happy and surprised to wake up in the morning, come towards the dining room, and see this gift basket. Here is his 12-pack of favorite beer. Like I said, I took 4 beers out of here and I left the rest in there. And I put a tape here just to retape it so the rest wouldn't fall out because now they're a little loose in there. But this is his favorite beer. Especially when he was diagnosed with diabetes, he had to go to a healthier beer and stuff like that. So this is, he actually used to do the Corona Premier, which is great too, but then he found this one and he loves this one. So it only has 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. So it's just a superior light beer, and he loves it. So I just retaped it and stood it up. So because there's space in there now, it would move around, and I didn't want to risk any beer falling out. And so, but I did want to put beer in here, of course, to display it. And so that's perfect. The last thing that I did was this card for him. My daughter tried to find an anniversary card, and I don't know what's happening. She only found one for a wife. There was none for husbands, and this was at Walmart. She probably could have found one in Dollar Tree, but I had her go get the stuff from Walmart, and I told her, forget, check the cards out in Dollar Tree. I'm sure she would have found one there. But she couldn't find one, so I said, just give me a blank card with a pretty design on the top, and I'll show you in this corner what the design looks like. And I said, that's perfect. Just leave it blank, because I actually like it kind of that it's blank, even though on the actual cards I like the pictures. Usually they show a picture of a couple like walking down the beach, or just a fun saying on the top of the card, but in the inside I always have to like put my own words in, and kind of, he understands English completely well, but it's just so much easier to have it blank and put my own words in there. So this actually turned out better. So I wrote it down, and you saw that in the time clips that I was filling out the card. So I kind of started off at the top to the bottom, and then I put happy anniversary to my husband in Spanish here, and I'm going to stick that somewhere in there, which I don't know if I'm going to put here, because like I said, I like everything to show. I think I'm just going to lay it right here, because this gift basket is so perfect. I am in love with it, so, so happy with it. And it was like every single thing was meant to be that I don't want to even budget. I mean, and everything is stable. So even if I try to put it, it wouldn't knock anything over or, mess anything up. But I just don't want to do it. I think this gift basket looks perfect like it is, and that this card would be perfect standing right in front of the entire basket. So I think that would be perfect. There's this beer there on the side of it, so it all looks good. And this card is from my son to us, so he got us a gift card. So I had him fill it out. It's the same blank card that I have with the same design, but he filled his words out in his own handwriting, and I put it in here for us. And then I just wrote for him on the top here, Dad and Mom in Spanish. And I'm gonna lean that probably on his bear. He's gonna think that the bear is from him too, but it's not. It's for me. But he'll figure all that out. But so I'm just to have some place to lean it on, I'm gonna lean it right here. So yes, it is perfect. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a shower. I'm going to go to bed, and he's going to get up before me. And I don't know if he's going to come back in the room and tell me he saw it or what he wants to tell me, or if he's going to just go have the clothes done to not wake me up and say, I don't want to wake her up. So I'll just go ahead and do the clothes, and then I'll come back home and say what I have to say. So either way, I just wanted to let him know that I love him, that these 32 years being together and 29 years being married have been the best years of my life. Every couple goes through its difficult times, its sad times, and we have gone through those times, but most of our marriage has been very happy. We're still in love after all those years, and that I appreciate him, that I love him, and that I will never forget these anniversaries because they mean the world to me. And I just want to show my love him and appreciate him. So happy anniversary to my husband. Feliz aniversario, viejo. So, and we'll see. We don't have anything planned for tomorrow.